reaction reaching us all the time, and the reaction we've been waiting.
Breaking: Mikel Arteta sacked by Arsenal after third straight title collapse. Sky Sports News, Tuesday, June 24, 2025. By James Thornton, senior football correspondent. After months of speculation and mounting pressure, Sky Sports can confirm that Arsenal Football Club have officially dismissed manager Mikel Arteta, following the team's failure to secure the Premier League title for a third consecutive season. The club hierarchy reportedly convened a high-level meeting on Monday night at the Emirates Stadium, with owner Stan Kroenke, sporting director Edu Gaspar, and CEO Vinny Venkatesham all present. After extensive discussions, the decision was made to terminate Arteta's contract with immediate effect, ending a 5.5-year spell that began with hope, promise, and ultimately, frustration. The right man, but at the wrong time. Appointed in December 2019 after Unai Emery's departure, Mikel Arteta was initially hailed as the man to rebuild Arsenal from the ground up. His early tenure was marked by tactical innovation, strict discipline, and a clear vision to bring the Gunners back to the top table of English and European football. And for a while, it seemed like he was succeeding. He guided the club to an FA Cup victory in 2020, and by 2022, Arsenal were regularly finishing in the top four, a far cry from the inconsistency and mediocrity of the post-Wenger years. But the ultimate prize, the Premier League title, Arsenal have not lifted since 2004, remained painfully out of reach. Arteta's Arsenal finished second in 2022-23, a season they led for 248 days before collapsing in April. In 2023-24, they again fell short, finishing 5 points behind Manchester City despite a record 89-point campaign. The 2024-25 season was expected to be different, the one where Arsenal finally got over the time. This season, Arteta's side were widely considered the favourites for large stretches. The Gunners invested heavily last summer, bringing in key players like Victor Osimhen, Martin Zubimendi, and Jeremy Frimpong, while keeping the core of their squad, Bukayo Saka, Martin Odegaard, William Saliba, and Declan Rice, intact. By mid-March, Arsenal had a 4-point lead at the top, with Manchester City battling injuries and Liverpool showing inconsistency. But the wheels began to come off in April. A shock 1-0 loss at Brentford was followed by a frustrating 0-0 draw with Brighton, where Arsenal managed just one shot on target. In a title-deciding clash at the Etihad, Arteta's men were dismantled 3-1 by Guardiola's side. A late-season injury to Bukayo Saka further dented Arsenal's attacking threat. By the final day, Arsenal needed a win and for City to drop points. The Gunners did their part, beating Everton 2-1 at the Emirates, but Manchester City beat West Ham 4-2, rendering Arsenal's efforts in vain once again. Club statement: Arsenal released the following statement at 10 a.m. BST today. After careful consideration and internal review, Arsenal Football Club have decided to part company with Mikel Arteta. We would like to thank Mikel for his unwavering commitment, passion, and leadership throughout his time at the club. He has been instrumental in our return to Champions League football and has laid important foundations for the future. However, the club believes this is the right time to make a change to push us towards the next level of success. Assistant manager Carlos Cuesta will take temporary charge of first-team affairs while a search for a permanent successor is conducted. While many players remained loyal to Arteta, insider reports suggest tensions had begun to surface behind the scenes during the final months of the season. Some senior players allegedly questioned his tactical rigidity, especially his insistence on playing a high line and his reluctance to rotate the squad during congested fixture periods. A source close to the squad told Sky Sports, "There's no denying what Mikel did here. He took us from mid-table to title contenders. but some of the players started to feel like we hit a ceiling. The intensity of the training, the pressure in big matches, it was becoming mentally exhausting. Tactical brilliance, but mental fragility. Arteta's Arsenal were among the most tactically refined teams in Europe. With their fluid 4-3-3 system, they often dominated possession, pressed aggressively, and built from the back with precision. But questions have lingered over the team's mental resilience in high-stakes situations. Despite winning plaudits for his philosophy, Arteta's teams faltered in critical matches, particularly during springtime runs when titles were on the line. Critics point to a lack of Plan B, over-reliance on certain players, and poor game management on day. The club has already begun its search for a new manager. Early favorites include Julian Nagelsmann, currently out of contract after Euro 2024 with Germany. Highly rated tactician with experience at Bayern and Leipzig. Xabi Alonso, just led Bayer Leverkusen to a Bundesliga title and unbeaten domestic season. Has admirers within the Arsenal board. Roberto De Zerbi, former Brighton boss, known for attacking football and player development. Ruben Amorim, Sporting CP head coach, previously linked with several Premier League clubs. The board is expected to take its time, with Carlos Cuesta overseeing pre-season preparations in the interim. Arsenal's US tour is set to begin in late July, and the club would ideally like a new manager appointed by then. Despite the unceremonious ending, Mikel Arteta leaves Arsenal in far better shape than he found it. From a fractured and inconsistent side in 2019 to title challengers by 2023, he rebuilt the culture, re-established standards, and brought elite players back to the Emirates. He also helped develop young stars like Saka, Saliba, Martinelli, and Odegaard into global names. Former Arsenal striker Thierry Henry spoke on Monday Night Football. "It's heartbreaking, but I understand it. Football is brutal. Mikel deserves huge respect for what he did. But Arsenal fans have been waiting over 20 years for a title. It's time to finish the job." More updates, exclusive interviews, and behind-the-scenes insight will be available throughout the day on Sky Sports News and Sky Sports Football. Please watch and subscribe for more updates. Thank you.